Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Leader's Edge, Episode 1, Season.
Everyone, and welcome to our weekly webcast called The Leader's Edge. We are here tonight.
Welcome to episode number 7, Season
Leader's Edge. And in our show today, which is Season 6,
Leader's Edge, Season 3, Episode 10. And
I'm Nelson T. Welcome to this super special episode of The Leader's Edge.
And this is episode 8 of season 6.
Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world.
We are now on our season 6, episode 2. And tonight, we have an amazing and wonderful
day, everybody. This is a time when people are on pins and needles because everything is supposedly going back to normal, hopefully, and yet there are some questions on people's minds. How do we get back to normal? So, in fact, the guest that we have here, and we're so honored to have him with us, this is terrific because he will have answers to a lot of questions in everybody's minds. And by the way, it's all over the world. This is not just for you and me, but it's everybody. They want to know how to manage their expectations, create a dedicated workspace, how to take regular breaks, establish transition times, establish a routine, communicate your needs, and of course, let's be kind to ourselves. So today, our speaker, Musharoff Hossain, who has a Master of Continuing Education, major in Leadership and Organization Development, University of Calgary, Canada. And guess what? He is a PhD scholar, 35 years of experience with international organizations. He designed the PGD HRM and HRM programs at UIU. About 100 countries visited. My goodness, I mean, he's been through a lot of countries. He has met a lot of people. Yes, currently he is head of HR with an international health and population research organization, recipient of many international awards, including Lifetime Achievement Award, because he is a lifelong learner. He is a current president, HR Federation in Bangladesh, chief advisor, HR Club Bangladesh and IPM Bangladesh, adjunct professor, MBA program, and as well as few other universities. I'm sure later he will mention, and I'm going to ask him specifically because I know he teaches several programs in a month. Oh my goodness. Talk about being busy. Editorial advisory board member of the South Asian Journal of HRM, past president, Asia Pacific Federation of HRM, and Bangladesh Society for Human Resources Management. He also is a past board member, World HR Federation, and that's why today we are just so excited to have him with us because we need help. How do we manage? How do we have work-life balance? Musharoff, please, how did you manage, first of all, with yourself? I mean, you are so busy. I tell you, sometimes I also cannot comprehend. How do you balance your life? Please.
Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure to join this program, and thank you for your very, very generous introduction about myself. This is really, I'm really grateful to you. There is no secret of how I manage the work-life balance. And the first thing is that you have to make your day long. By saying make your day long, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So that is the everyday life, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I sleep at 11 o'clock. So, and in between, I don't sleep during daytime. And because of this long hours, about 18 hours, I work only 8 hours, and remaining 8-9 hours I can allocate, and my teaching, in my voluntary work, in my social life, that is possible. A lot of people at my age, they sleep up to 8-9 o'clock in the morning. So you see, I get 3-4 hours in the morning, which I do a lot of my university work. And because I maintain the schedule nicely, my health is also okay. At this stage of age, I do not have any notable disease. I'm just going very well. No secret, and I'm a religious person. I also offer some religious things in the morning and during other time. So altogether, I try to make a schedule from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And what I do, and every day I do not forget to walk 1 hour. It's my exercise, 1 hour. Yeah, because that actually make me happy and make me healthy. So that's the reason. As you have rightly mentioned, that I have been involved in many things, but I never miss any program. I always attend all the program on time. I never, in my whole life, I did not miss any program, be in Bangladesh or any other parts of the world. I try to maintain always the timing. I have delivered more than 100 keynote presentations in different conference and seminar, of course, in Bangladesh and many other countries, USA, Canada, and everywhere I try to maintain my time. And in my teaching job, students highly appreciate my discipline approach of dealing with them, and I also try to make them disciplined so that they. And let's not forget the family. This is the road of all happiness. So I never neglect my family. We have 37 years of conjugal life. My wife has no complaint about not giving any time. Attend all the social program. So it's all about your planning. If you can plan, it is possible. And if a senior person cannot plan his or her own lifestyle and the schedule, then how can this person will plan for the whole organization? That is what. If I cannot plan my 16-17 hours time, how can I manage an organization? How can I run the organization? So that's why this is not any pressure, rather it is a plan and in a systematic manner, but I give highest priority to my family. That is the number one consideration. I have nowadays, I have a grandson, so he is taking sometimes, because you see, he's only 20 months old, so he does not listen anything. His one is become first priority. So you see, this is being managing. And if you can manage this way, it helps your health, it helps your economical situation, because when I do teaching and other things, I get some money also. It's not that everything is free. So this is the way I pass my time, and I do few visit in a year to different places with my family. That is also, I never forget to do it, because they are the engine for my success.
Well, okay. Musharoff, I now realize that you are one of the few, I would say, around the world, very small percentage of people will be able to manage that length of time. I mean, stretching your day. That's why 5 o'clock in the morning all the way up to evening. Very, very few can do that. And in fact, I don't mind admitting that 5 o'clock is still, I'm still sleeping in bed.
Many people, you're not the only one, many people.
Yeah, and I do have to set my alarm if I need to wake up at 6 or at 7 because
I also do set my alarm. Sometimes it's necessary.
Okay. Well, you already answered the very, very nagging question in my mind as to how you can put in so many activities in one day. And now I realize it's because of the number of hours that you put into your day. So that calls for so much strong discipline on your part. Did your parents have something to do with it, or is it just you?
Actually, it is me. It is me, but in my boyhood, early get up from the bed was the habit I developed from my mother.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the other things that I have noticed among executives and even just staff members in companies now is that, and some of them have complained, posted in Facebook, LinkedIn, they are saying there is now a very blurred, thin line between, oh, they don't know when office hours and where home hours are. They don't know anymore. And initially there was this past president of the People Management Association of the Philippines. She forgot already that she is still in her home, you know, because of this work from home arrangement. So that she just continued to work, and one day she got sick. You know, so now
Yeah, it can happen.
advice for people to know when to stop working, when to start putting time to family and yourself, and what is it, because now they don't know.
Actually, yeah, this is right that all on a sudden, if you start working long time, you'll forget things. So it should be it should be your habit. It should be your habit, like you mentioned about somebody who work and forget everything. This is not good. You have to maintain everything. You have to maintain everything. It's not that you will working for the office and forget other. What is the work you have to do in a day? You can prioritize it. Sometimes your family gets priority. Sometimes your office gets priority. Sometimes your university gets priority. So another thing is, first of all, that you have to make that day long. Another thing is you have to be able to prioritize which one you have to do when. Because
All right.
that is absolutely necessary. Sometimes something may come up which is very, very urgent, very, very priority in the office. So I'll give importance to the office. Sometimes some very, very important things might emerge from home. So I will give the importance from the home. So this way you have to actually do it. Nowadays, my children grown up. There was another duty that I always had to take them to the school. You know, no, transport is not very good that you will just send them through transport. School transport, it is not the case. We have to take them and also bring them back. So when they were the primary school student, high school students, we had to, you know, and escort them and bring them and drop them and pick up them. Sometimes my wife, sometimes myself. So that job is nowadays. It is no more necessary because one has already joined in the government job, and another is in the university. So that does not require any kind of support from us, at least for the going and coming. So that
from your observation, well, at least from where you are and from your colleagues outside of Bangladesh, what is the percentage of people working from home, and what is the percentage of those who are already back in the office?
In Bangladesh, situation is better. I think about 90% people return to work. Our COVID situation has significantly improved. Yesterday, it was probably altogether 300 cases. We have 170 million people. So 300 cases is nothing, 2 or 3 deaths. So this is normal. So about 90% people, they return to office. Only some elderly people, those who have a challenge in their health, they are working from home. But mostly return to work.
I see. So in your case, for example, really, gone to work in your office.
Yeah, I go to office every day nowadays.
I see. Okay. That is so interesting. Now, what do you think are some of the laws that could be, some of them may be fair, some of them may be unfair, during this period of crisis in our lives, because this is so sudden. And so are there some laws that you wish could be changed?
Actually, work from home and work from anywhere, there was a policy. There was a policy because you see, work from home does not mean that is also 8 hours. But what happened? Work from home, like my office is about 2 hours up and down travel time. So if I work from home, I get 2 hours more time. If I go to the office, like I have to start at 7:30 in the morning and come back at 6 o'clock. But if it is working from home, my 8:30 to 5 o'clock. So, and what I have seen very honestly, when I work from home, work volume is much more than going to the office and come back. But again, as a senior executive, I have to actually go to the office also because every system is not built that everyone can work from home. We did it, but as you have rightly mentioned, I work with the International Health and Population Research Organization. For research, we need a lot of data collection from the field. So, so our people are going to the field. So work design is not 100% work from home, but a lot of people are still doing work from home. But I am going regularly to the office. So that is what, yeah.
Okay, it's becoming popular here and in other countries, wherein the companies have decided to mandate 3 days work from home and then 2 days of office. So 3 days work from home and then they go to office 2 days, and then they have 2 holidays. Have you heard of such a thing?
Yeah, actually, I did the same. 2-3 months back. I used to go every alternate day, so that was my schedule. I was going to office for 3 days and working 2 days from home, and 2 days are my holidays, weekly holidays.
I see. Okay. What would be some of the things you believe can be acts of kindness to ourselves, because we cannot wait for people to be kind to us all the time, but we need to start also being kind to ourselves. So what are some of the ways wherein we can be kind to ourselves?
No, actually, when you work from home, the first principle is that your employers are not seeing you. Many of our system are attendance based. Like when you go to the office, you sign in, you sign out. So that is there. But we have the Chronos system. We can punch it from home also. So there are some honesty and principle should be there. When you are at working from home, there is a chance that you started late, you finished early, but not optimum work. That kind of integrity issue is there. And I'm not saying that nobody is doing these practices. Some people may be also doing the practices. So that's why I think you have mentioned sometimes that we have to probably change the system from attendance-based system to result-based system. If I can produce result, even if it was 1 hour late, that is not an issue for me.
Yes, yes, that's right. That's right. Yes, yes.
Like I tell you, if I have to prepare a proposal, I don't see any problem preparing the proposal from the home or sitting in the office. So, like in my organization, it's a research organization. If somebody is preparing a manuscript for research, sitting at home, that's fine. That's why even during this pandemic time, before this pandemic time, in my office, some of the scientists, they used to work from home. That was also possible during before the pandemic. So particularly COVID has taught us that a rigid system is no more working. You have to have a blend of system, blend of practices. Like I don't believe that you can 100% change back to the normal. It is not possible, because a habit, when some habit is developed, you have to also continue this. But although this COVID has taken a lot of us from us, but what I feel that this COVID has also taught us that if necessary, we can work from home. COVID also taught us the increased use of the internet and online system.
Oh, all right. So because you are in a position to observe a lot of the goings on in corporations there, what is the influence of automation for the systems and admin work? Are there many companies now doing that?
Very honestly, without automation, work from home is not possible.
Oh, okay.
It is not possible. It's a very heavy word. Without automation, work from home is not possible. Because a lot of approvals nowadays are automated in system. Like you are the HR person. We do a lot of hiring. Recruitment requisition has been raised. I should be able to approve the requisition sitting at home. I should be able to run a training program sitting at home through using the technology. I should be able to attend the meeting. Like today, I am attending the meeting. Without technology, it is not possible.
Yes, yes.
So, the digital communication is the precondition for the leaders and workers to work from home. However, the factory workers, manual labor workers, they need to continue to work from factory or from the office.
Yes.
People like us, we can have a blended system.
Yes.
Work from home, some office to the office. But because of the habit we develop of Zoom meeting and Teams meeting, Messenger meeting, and I don't see anything wrong here. If it is a meeting, why you will be traveling only 2 hours for attending a meeting? You can do it here. Like a lot of our recruitment interview, we can conduct through using Zoom and other technology. I'm talking to you, there is no difference between travel to your office and a meeting, but I can do that sitting at home. But there are some real human touch is necessary. I'm not saying that 100% work from home or online is possible. There are some places, there are some time you need to be also physically present. That is also necessary.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's right. That's right. Yes. Yes. There are certain cases where you do need to meet face to face.
Yeah,
yes.
you need to physically present. Your presence makes a lot of sense, because in the technology, if they are off their camera, you have no idea what they are doing.
Yeah.
So,
Musharoff, what do you think? Will the eventual advent of artificial intelligence take away jobs or make our people more productive? What do you think?
I think artificial intelligence, those kind of things will be taking most of our routine and repetitive jobs. Strategic thinking, high-level thinking job cannot be taken by machine. Like there was a time in our early life, we have seen the, cashier used to disburse the money from the bank. A person was disbursing. But now that you have the ATM machine, there is no problem. Those kind of routine, repetitive, straightforward things can be possible. But a strategic planning, meeting, problem solving, decision making, those kind of senior manager jobs cannot be taken by the machine. That is my views. Like a driverless car may be possible, but thinking on something, it is machine cannot do it. So for the routine job, repetitive job, junior level work can be taken by the machine, but work performed by myself, work performed by you, require a lot of thinking, lot of problem solving, lot of analysis, and that machine cannot do all the work.
All right. So, people were becoming a little more at ease because the Delta variant was already dwindling down, and now this new Omicron variant
is coming
in.
up.
So, what has your government done? Are they still mandating wearing of masks
Yes,
when you go out?
Even we have very less cases. Government has strict instruction of wearing mask, full-time mask when you are out of the office, house, and the gathering, limited the gathering in the office, and social gathering also limited. In the public bus and train, mask is mandatory. Those are there because you probably know that Omicron virus is able to attract more, although it is not very strong, but it can attract more easily, quickly than other variant. So that's why we have to be careful. Maybe it is not a very strong, but its sphere of influence, it can affect more people in a very shorter period of time. So that's why our government is very, very strict.
Okay. So do you have certain, words of advice, counsel to HR practitioners, how they can be somehow helping their people in these times of crisis, because there's already a lot of mental anguish, feelings of isolation and some depression, and what are the ways by which the HR professionals, the executives, can help their people to weather that, overcome all these things going on now?
I think in this gesture of the time, HR professional has the greatest role. Greatest role in a sense in the organization. In any organization, we have less senior level people, more junior level. This is the organization is like hierarchical, where you will find more junior level people, less educated people. They need some guidance and instructions. So what I strongly feel that because of the COVID now, most of the HR professional jobs has been diversified. Diversified in a sense that we need to create a lot of new policies and procedures. Like when people work from home, what will be the protocol? You don't expect that 24 hours people will be working from home. So what will be the protocol? what is the exact timing that they need to manage? What kind of flexibility they would have to follow, and particularly the training for using the technology, that is very much essential. In country like Bangladesh, IT literacy and learning is not everyone is equally proficient and efficient. So junior level people, they are not that much proficient. So I think HR professional need to take some fundamentals training on IT use, Zoom connection and other use. Second thing is how to use the PDA and other equipments. Third thing is that you have to maintain the social distancing. That is a mandatory, because government and instructed organizations should also be ensuring that the people in the organization are following this government instructions, and particularly the safety practices staff need to follow, because if we are not safe, if we do not have safety, then it is problem. And we should work on preventing mental health issues. In my organization, we have organized 4 or 5 webinars on mental health issue. So everyone attended on the mental health issue. You see, this COVID is a problem, but this is something, it will not disappear tomorrow. You have to live with this. So unnecessary, tension on the COVID is not going to help you. Rather, how you will adopt this and how you will survive, you means your family and your neighbors. Everything needs to be clarified. And what we did also from our organization, we gave some video messages to their mobile phone, like of safety issue on how to be safe during when they will go out, and what kind of reporting system. So I think HR professional has a huge role compared to the past time. These are definitely additional. Previously, we did not have to organize this webinar for the mental health or training on technology, training on work-life balance. Those were not necessary. But because of the COVID, now these are the increased jobs of the HR professionals, and many of the HR professionals are doing this, and also giving the confidence to the lower level people that this is not the only pandemic. There was a pandemic in the past, like in Bangladesh 60 years back, we had a cholera pandemic. Now that we have the COVID pandemic. But this is not the end, there may be another pandemic, but we have to survive in this kind of pandemic situation. So those kind of confidence building program we are also doing. So there are a lot of things HR professional need to do. And since we deal with the people, by default, every responsibility is coming up to us.
All right. So, of course, you know that Elon Musk was named the Time Person of the Year. And he was the one who said, machines will eventually take away many of the jobs. And for example, there will be driverless cars. So do you see that coming in the next how many years in the future, or will that affect us, or only the richer countries will that will happen? What do you think?
Our infrastructure is not Tesla vehicle friendly infrastructure.
Okay.
I had a visit to Manila, also your country, and also another city called Baguio City, and your situation is slightly better than our situation. Our road condition is bumper to bumper vehicle are moving. Tesla Tesla cannot move bumper to bumper. They need some distance. I was in USA in last September attending the CERN conference. What I have seen that it requires some specialized road, so wide span. Otherwise, you see the sensor system need to work. I'm not saying that it will be not coming to Bangladesh, but it will take time. It is not coming tomorrow. But like it is now in Singapore, which is next door to Bangladesh. I'm not saying that it will never come. It will definitely come, but that requires, like nowadays we are building the elevated express, metro rail. But many country has done it 50 years back, 60 years back. So that's why these will be coming and these will be affecting us late. But I do not give you a guarantee that it will not coming. It will definitely come. But it will take time.
Yes, yes. Now, Musharoff, what was the inspiration that made you launch the Asian Network of People and Organization Development right in the midst of all this crisis?
Thank you for asking this question. And I am grateful to all of you for making me the chair of this platform. Asian Network for People and Organizational Development is an online platform for the people and organizational development specialist. The reason behind that, as you have already introduced, that I was the president of the Asia Pacific HR Federation. First motivation it was that I know a lot of people and we are not working. You know, our model was face to face. When I was the president, we used to travel from one country to another country and for a day-long meeting. Now it is not possible. This is not the reality. So what I thought that why not we connect everyone through the network. And since you know that because of the COVID, organization design needs to be changed. People's practice needs to be changed. And if we have to change the people practice, human resource management practice, organizational development practice, organization will be highly integrated with the IT. Organization will be flatter structure than tall structure. So what we thought is not only me, what we thought that if we create a platform and if we discuss among ourselves that how we can help our organization, how we can help the country and as well as other countries. So as you have introduced that I am the OD specialist. So I thought that this is the time organization need to redesign. As you know, the structure of the organization is no more working. So we need to restructure and redesign the organization. So this platform will be available to other organizations also to help. Like we are a platform, we will be providing support to the organization who are seeking our support. Because the way organization was running, the same way it is not going. Every organization needs to be restructured and changed. Every people practice has to be changed. And we are a resource available. Whoever will be needed, we are available, we will support. So that is the motivation work for me. Because as OD specialist, I thought that we have the responsibility for our own organization. We have the responsibility for our own country and other country. And that's why you are the one who host the program. We have launched our program last month and it went very well. So we are progressing. It's apparently new organization, but definitely it will be very vibrant organization because our vision, mission, goals, and objectives are so wide. We can really help the organization. We can really help the country through the endpoint.
Now, before end, Musharoff, can you please make the announcement? Because I know for a fact during our meetings, you mentioned that a big event in January, and then in sometime in April and May, also an even bigger one. So please make the announcement now, because this would be good for everybody to know. Yes.
Just to inform everyone that we, the executive committee, we sat together online, and we have decided that we will launch a training program in January, and it will be a huge program, and we will be allowing everyone from every Asian country to join the program. Very soon we will be launching that program. And we have also decided, because of the change necessary in the organization restructure and organizational development, we will organize a mega conference in April or May, and that will be organized by jointly by 2-3 countries. So that is also coming up. So the 2 large programs are coming up, and I hope you all will be joining and attending those programs. And I am sure, and I can guarantee, that attending this program will be benefited. You will be learning a lot of new things. It will not be a just traditional training or traditional conference. This will be totally different. And we are coming up something new.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you so much, because I knew I really, as the days went on, I was getting more and more excited about this, because I know it's not an easy topic, managing work-life balance. And here you are, your vision of UNPAD was, wow, I believe the answer to many of HR professionals questions, what to do, so and UNPAD will be providing the answers. Thank you so much, Musharoff. I know how very precious. Thank you so much. And to our viewers out there, our next speaker will be Sir Lee Alcaraz, who will be talking on unleashing creativity and innovation. And remember, learning is a never-ending journey with limitless vistas. Good day, everybody.
Thank you very much.